Okay.
Not a concern, but so we talk about, cultivating your passion, because that's really good advice right there. So I think a lot of entrepreneurs find themselves in this position, and you could probably relate to this. So I love this right now, right? And there's a bunch of different questions that I asked you because of something in my head where it can be taken,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I have footage like this my whole life. I have tons of this. I've been doing it forever.
Right.
And a lot of the times it's been like, maybe I'm shooting a commercial years ago. Maybe I'm shooting a commercial for TV. So we
Okay.
have a script, but I'm drawn to find out more and pull out like what's in there, because I think that's what connects us. That's why we do business.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny because I find myself in this position of, is generosity the key? Do you invest in the right things? First of all, how do you find those right things?
Mm-hmm.
Because you talked about when you had a kid, you had to focus on earning, because and so I'm trying to learn for myself, because I know what makes money,
Mm-hmm.
and then I know what will definitely make money. So I know what makes money today,
Right.
but I also know what makes money in a very different and unique way tomorrow.
Okay.
So when I'm sitting here doing this is what I love to do. But then there's all the stuff that I have to do.
Right. Right.
It's the life of an entrepreneur. We have to
That's
do
right.
it.
You gotta pay the bills.
So, but what advice would you give to someone who's maybe they're not in a job right now where they're even able to do this or that? How do you...
They're just paycheck to paycheck doing what they have to survive? Something like that?
Yeah.
It's a good question because it varies, right, depending on the person. There's some people there that, and I was talking to my friends about this earlier on a group chat, about a lot of people have been conditioned and content with, they work their 9 to 5, they go home and they chill, relax, which is cool. And then they do the same thing the next day. And they live for their Fridays, they live for the weekends. But there's more to life than that, right? So the only way to really extract the most. Now, like I said, when I said there's different, excuse me, I forgot the term I was using for. There's different situations where, there's people out there working 3 jobs. There's people working back to back that don't sleep and they don't have the opportunity to really find their passion. They're just trying to live and pay the bills and feed their kids, So there is that situation. But for the others that, they're kind of content with what they have to realize that there's so much more. It doesn't necessarily mean money, but there's so much more that you can find within yourself than just working a job, Because at the end of the day, you're making somebody wealthy. Somebody that's enjoying their life, that's traveling around the world, that's on yachts and hopping island to island, because you're breaking your back, because you have a really good, strong work ethic and you're a loyal employee. But if you take those hours after the 9 to 5 and try to cultivate that passion, find something that you like to do and work on that may start opening up some doors for you. Because then you may realize, wow, I can make money doing this, It could be a graphic designer, someone just loves to draw, maybe a cartoonist, somebody just loves to, there's always opportunities for someone that's passionate about their craft, regardless of what your craft is. And
but that going back to video, for example, we're living in this like instant gratification time, posting, and people do the stories, so they're literally taking pictures 30 times a day.
Right.
And then it disappears the next, it doesn't disappear.
Right.
Whatever. So then you have this group of people, and I would say a lot of, I'm going to say mostly men, because YouTube is mostly men, and podcasts too, but not quoting the numbers, but that we're listening to long form discussions like this, like the whole thing.
Right.
We're listening to conversations, to lectures, we're listening to books. And there's not a lot of people, like I'm saying, like, that understand that yet, right? It's not, let me get motivated by a minute video or let me get educated by a 3-hour conversation with a guy that claims he, worked in Area 51.
Right.
And let me dig into that because that piques my interest. And so what I'm saying is these long-form discussions, there's value to them, and I find myself in a position where I think we can have a conversation like this, and not necessarily exactly this way, but that certain people that are in the marketplace right now, certain people that are like working in their careers, can listen to, and all of a sudden, you being an architect is secondary, but the conversation fuels the business. So people now, I find, want you to prove ROI. They want to say, well, what's the ROI in there? What's the ROI in your mom? Like, why are you asking that?
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? A month later, and I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm saying that's a challenge, because I feel like if we can get to the heart, you become whatever. Like you might connect in a conversation with someone who's working on a project that all of a sudden in the course of 10 years just netted you $3 million, and it stemmed from the conversation. You don't have the guy who thought of the conversation, hey, I want my piece.
Right. Right.
So there's a lot of people that are willing to put the camera on and talk and bring those things out in people because they see the benefit to the people, but aren't asking for anything. And they're trying to wrap their head around how to also sort of pave a way.
Right.
Because as you're talking about these projects, I think about, man, I just want to go out and see some of these projects.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a challenge. It's a challenge like anything else, but
No, it's definitely a challenge.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, you can't monetize everything, right? And if you're really passionate about it, you're not always looking for the dollar value to it, That's why I do career days in schools, especially for like younger kids, grade school, middle school, because they're still young minds that don't necessarily know what they want to do. Not that they have to, and I think that's extremely unfair that society says you have to know what you want to do by 17 years old. You got to pick a major, and you got to, because people just end up dropping out of school and dropping out of classes because they don't know, and it's okay not to know. It's great to have an idea, but you spend the time to figure it out. So when I talk to these young students, I just tell them, I just show them the passion that I have for this industry, and I give them examples, and I show them, what can be done. And a lot of kids don't necessarily know what architecture is, or they don't know how those buildings got there. They don't know why they're shaped the way they are. And when they see someone that does that for a living and that loves doing it, the passion rubs off. It's so funny because, can you pass me that envelope right there?
Which one? Vanilla?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's okay. I just got this the other day. These are thank you cards from kids that I went to speak to, and they're like a lot of them drew their own little buildings.
Oh my God.
Isn't that cool? Like, you know what I'm saying? They
wrote
designed,
some stuff.
they thank you so much, Mr. Kirk, for coming to talk to us, and now I know what I want to be when I grow up.
Wow.
Like, that's the big, I can't put a dollar amount to this. Look at this guy. He drew, because I told him about the Hoboken project, and he remembered it was 5 levels with an elevator. So this guy, his little elevator and his 5 levels.
I love the car.
Yeah, right?
Wow, man.
Yeah, so this kind of stuff just...
See, it's so cool, man. And just circling back, just with what you said about going to your art teacher, like, there's also a part of you that, you knew, like, you want to do something with art, and something you said, let me talk to the teacher about it, and, to be able to sort of get the direction.
Right.
I
I knew what made me happy. I knew what I found joy in. I knew what I loved doing, and I would have done for free if nobody paid me. And, I'm still looking for my teacher to this day to thank him, and I hope he's still around. But yeah, I haven't been able to tell him that story personally.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Man, what was his name again?
Mr. Otoshin.
And Tina?
Yes, and Tina. somebody tried to hook me up with his Facebook page, but I didn't successfully get to it. So.
That's pretty cool, man. That would be like him getting a letter, you know, like.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
Ah, man.